That's so cool. I couldn't figure how to do it on my laptop, but it seemed easier on my phone than my laptop, which is weird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move this thing up a bit. How's that?
good.
Good, good. So how are you?
So I'm recovering. I've broken a bunch of bones over the last 2 years, and so try to make it up by looking my best.
Right? So how did you break all those bones?
I stood up and fell down and broke my femur.
Oh God.
So afterwards they figured, well, let's test you for osteoporosis. I haven't had a test like that for a while. Yeah, so I guess I had it for a while, but 11 broken bones later, just in my
Right?
lower extremities. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it too. I have it too. And somebody said if you didn't do estrogen, some doctors, and maybe it was on 60 Minutes or something, if you didn't do estrogen, the women are more prone to have osteoporosis, it seems.
Right.
Who would
That's
have
true.
known, right?
Yeah, and I have a history of breast cancer, so no estrogen for me.
Right. Right. So your bones are all healed now?
Well, they're healing. I'm still using a walker. Hope to get to a cane pretty soon.
Mm, okay. Well, you'll get better, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You're determined.
I am.
So do you use Saint makeup?
I use makeup. I have only recently started to put much on my face, and I
Hmm.
use a tinted moisturizer with an SPF or something.
Hmm.
But before that, just eyes and lipstick.
Yeah, that's pretty much all, yeah, I used to do before I found Saint. I'd buy a foundation because as you saw my face is pretty marked up, right? But often I would just use a bronzer, like a powder bronzer and
Oh, uh-huh.
lipstick, and really maybe I'd line my eyes. For a while there I had lash extensions, which I kind of like, but I got fed up going every 2 weeks to get them and
I
they
know.
fall out. And,
Me too.
and it's costly and everything. Oh, why? Right?
Exactly.
So where do you live?
In Tucson, Arizona.
Okay. I've been to Arizona many times, Scottsdale mostly over the years.
Beautiful.
Hmm. So, so did you say you haven't tried Saint? No.
No, I never have.
Okay. Have you been watching it? Are you curious?
I am curious.
Hmm. It's really nice. It's unlike anything I've ever used. The creams, and I always felt like I had so much gunk on my face,
Hmm.
and I just don't like that feeling, and most people don't. So I've been watching videos for years, and of course, I saw these gals doing Saint, and I thought, well, I've tried them all. Why not try this, right? And I was astonished. I was really surprised to get the makeup, and I was blown away, right? And how really nice they looked with the makeup on, and the fun of having so much that you can change it up, and it's not overly expensive at all. Like one of our little things like this in the US is, these little guys. That's a vanilla powder. They're $16, and you just slide them out and put them in your little magnetic case.
Oh,
You haven't seen that?
no.
So this is the case. This is one of my cases.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah. So okay, you're way behind them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So for those that haven't seen, I've got a few cases. This is the one I keep in my purse. It only has four in it, and it's got my main highlighter, which is like your foundation, and it's got my lip and cheek, and actually another lip and cheek. I could change that up for a bronzer, right? But I don't
Okay.
always use the bronzer. So this is what I would carry in my purse, this and this. And they last. Like the first one I had a bit excuse me. When I first started in June last year, this foundation lasted from June to the beginning of December, which is quite a while considering how small it is.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like I'm putting a lot on when I do it, but I'm not, right? So so that's pretty much it. There's different palettes. This one has eight in it, and I've just got so much stuff. I got to This is a lot of lip and cheek, and it's just another palette I use. I got so many palettes. These are the demis I use for covering up. You know, they're, what's the word I wanna say? They're highly can never think of that word. They're denser,
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
And then I have a whole bunch of eyeshadows and just a lot of stuff because I like to play with it and I like to experiment and I like to demo different colors. So, so what I'll do, have you seen me put my makeup on?
Yeah, I did watch that.
Okay. So there's another way of doing it, and I'll do that for people that are watching. If you want to get really fast and you just want to get out of the house, you've seen people put dark dots at the top, and
Yeah,
that would be their contour. I don't use contour.
uh-huh,
For me, it looks too muddy. I just don't like it. Sometimes I do, but rarely. So I just take you can just take your makeup and with your fingers even or a brush and just dot it where you want it to be, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just dipping my finger in it like that and
uh-huh.
just putting dots all over my face. This is the fast way if you just want to get it done and get out of the house, right? So if you're contouring, maybe I'll contour just to show you. So if you're contouring, so I'm just applying it everywhere I would apply it. This area up here gets kind of red. So if I was contouring, excuse my coughing, it's early in the morning. So if I was contouring, I would put dots up here like this
Now, why do people contour the top of the forehead? I don't understand.
because they like the shade, the shadow. It's called three. I'm going to cough a lot, I can tell. They like the definition and they like the darkness up here and the lighter through the center of your face.
Okay,
If you look at some news people, you'll see that their face is usually lighter in the center area, right? Down their nose, they shadow this side and they shadow this side, and this makes your nose thinner, okay? You can
okay,
put it on the end of your nose and it makes your nose shorter. It's disguising. You can put it along your jowls like that, and it kinda disguises your jowls, okay? You put it down here and it gives you that contour look, right? Kinda lifts your face from your
that
ear
has to
down,
be just the right place, though, you know? I see
just
people who
above your
have it too
ear.
far, just
Yep,
above your ear.
just above your ear down to about your eye, the edge of your eye.
Mhm,
So, that's where you pull it down like that, okay? This is not something I usually do, and then you take your brightening highlighter, in my case, I'm gonna use Versailles, okay? And you run it down the center of your nose, and you run it up here, and you run it here, and you put it here,
uh-huh.
okay? Now, some people put their lip and cheek on now, but I don't. I wait until I'm done, just my preference. So then you take your 3D brush, this guy, two-ended brush. Oh, sorry, and in here, missed a couple spots, and in here, and up here. You should do your eye makeup first, by the way, so you don't get it on your makeup later. This is pretty sloppy, but it works, right? So you take this pointed end of the brush and you just start blending. Just the light area. Go the light area first,
Okay,
right? And you just tap it up, okay? Just like that. And you tap it up here, okay? And then you can start blending the rest of the areas. The brush is very soft. So I can't this is hard for me to do to contour because I just don't do much. Because I have white hair, sometimes it ends up in my hair, which I don't prefer. So they like that shadow. You can see it
okay.
a little bit, and it just gives you more definition instead of a flat palette. Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you do the same here. Just pull it down, pull it up and down, or like that. Just pull it up, and it gives you a shadow. So you're you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, it gives
It
you a little bit of a cheekbone.
contour. That's
Mhm.
right. That's right. So you just pull it up and just blend it in. Okay. Funny thing is, my husband doesn't like this. He doesn't like the contour.
He doesn't.
No, he sees these women on TV and he says, "Why have they got that line there?" That's
Huh.
well, that's makeup, babe. It's the way it goes.
Well, we shouldn't see the line, should we? We
Not
should
really.
see
If
the
you blend it
cheekbone.
well, it'll be pretty disguised. Like you
Yeah.
don't really see a line there.
No.
Yeah. So it's personal choice for that, for me. Okay. So then you pull down the contour on the side of your nose. And that idea is designed to make your nose look a little thinner because it's darker on the sides and it's lighter. You can go a little closer than I did. I got eyeglass things in there right now too. Okay. So then you just start stippling, just tapping the rest of your makeup and blend and blend and blend. And with this product, we pretty much do that. We tap. We don't swipe. Okay.
Okay.
You getting it? And then if you need more, you just take your brush and tap it in. Tap it into your palette. Sometimes I need a little more because I got a little more damage. But this, I'm using Athens, and I find it's really good coverage for a lot of people. It's not as not as it's not as much yellow in it, so it covers really, really well. And I'm really pleased with it. It's a newer shade that came out. And so that's pretty good coverage. And that didn't
Yeah.
take long. How long did that take?
No.
Right? Like when I do my demos, sometimes people say, "Oh, that took so long." Well, I'm demoing and I'm
Yeah,
talking,
yeah. But if
you
you
know.
were just doing it, that's probably 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah, it's not very long at all. And then what I do, then I take my lip and cheek, and I'm going to take this one, which is baby watermelon, and I'm just going to tap it in and actually sometimes I like to use this brush. It's a little softer, and I just swirl it on. Now this is pretty pink, but that's okay. It shows better in camera.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you just do that, and you just swipe it up here. Sometimes I pull it across my nose a little bit, but and you really shouldn't come beyond there, but I am. You do
And then
you, right?
how far up on your hairline do you go? To your
I go
hairline?
right up to my hairline, up just
Okay.
right about where my eye is. Okay,
Uh-huh.
this is a pretty color, this baby watermelon.
It is pretty.
Hmm. And
Does it get in your creases?
you know what? I think it hides creases. Like
Really?
if you looked at me before I started, this area here is more wrinkled than anywhere, and I think it hides it pretty darn good. If I should have pointed it out first,
But
but it
that's a
does.
good thing. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that because, the
Yeah,
powders, how they get in creases and
yeah. No, I don't find that at all.
oh, look,
No.
that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm. Mhm. That's a
No,
pretty
it's
color.
quite lovely. And then what I do is I take my this brush. If I want a little bit more light in the corner of my eyes, I do this normally after I've done my eyes. I just pop in some white. And you could tap a lot with your fingers. You can blend with your fingers a lot. It just kind of it kind of pops your eyes once you've done your
You're
makeup.
right.
They have the white. And
Mhm.
then when I've done
Mhm.
my makeup, maybe I'll do my makeup with you. How much time you got?
Good. All good.
Okay. So that looks pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And so the contouring is personal preference.
And I see you didn't do any concealer kind of stuff. You didn't have to with the coverage that you put on, huh?
No, you don't. I did some demis before
Uh-huh.
because I was just playing with demis. Um, But no, it covers. It covers just like if I hadn't done Demi's, which I think it looks pretty good.
Mhm.
And you know how you've seen how bad my face is.
Oh, your face is beautiful.
Well, I think it looks better when I get the makeup on. Right? I do. But anyway, so that's that. And then I have a lot of eyeshadows, whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so and I always get more. It's a really cool thing with this with Saint if you're an artist. They have like you could put on a party, just a virtual party, and the party could just be your own party. And then you can put your customers' orders through your party, and you can earn up to I think it's 600, 500, $600 worth of free product.
Wow. Mhm.
Yeah, and you can get 4 products 50% off. It's pretty cool,
Yeah.
right? So, I don't promote it a lot, but I should tell my customers that, "Look, if would you like to have a party?"
Now what color are you putting there?
Now, this is London, and I covered my eye with a pre, demied my eye, so there's no I covered it, right?
Yeah.
Made it. So, this is London, and it's quite of a nice light muted gray lavender, I would say.
Sort of taupey?
No, I'll show you. It's very subtle, very muted. Can you see?
Oh, yeah, 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 okay.
It's just a muted lavender,
Mhm.
almost some gray in it, maybe, right?
Mhm.
So when you do your eyes, right, you just cover it with your base, like I do, back and forth, and then you don't want your eyes to come. You want them just to stop here, but don't worry about it if you can always use your lightener to clean it up after. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you. So then you just cover your eyes with that. Then I'm going to take Midnight, this one here, which is a very dark, similar.
Uh-huh.
And then you take that. Oops, wrong one, wrong brush. Take that and just put it in the corners. Just run it over the lid, but mostly in the corners. And it gives your eye, whoops, that's a fair amount, isn't it? Comes off really nicely. So it just gives your eye that lift. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just go, it's like a 7. You just go there and up. I've got hooded eyelids, so I have to go a little bit higher than some people. What a difference it makes.
Oh, yeah.
So you just put the dark in there, like a 7. Just pull it up like that. Can you see me?
Yep.
Pull it up like that. And then take your blend end of your brush and just pull it. Pull it over. And the dark will stay over there. Just blend it. Could use a little bit more on that one. I don't know. Makeup is like painting a picture of a saint, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, and then what I do, one thing I want to show you. Do you know about these things?
What is that?
Okay, I didn't know either. They're little razors, and you can, all the fluff we have in our face, you go to 45 angle. It's called dermaplaning, and
I do know about dermaplaning, but I've not seen that.
yeah, you can buy them. They're disposable. You can use them a couple times. They say you dispose it each time, but I don't. And you just shave all that stuff. And the theory that all your hair will grow back thicker is nonsense. So you can do
I
that.
remember I used to have one. It wasn't shaped like that, but it was like for above the brow, to trim the
Yes,
brow. I'm
right,
talking about 30 years ago.
right. So the other thing you can clean up your eyebrows with scissors. Did this for a friend recently. Where is that? Oh, there it is.
I'm losing so much eyebrow. I think I overplucked in my youth.
So if you got a spoolie, this is what I
Yeah.
do. Take the spoolie and go against the grain. You'll see the long hairs. And then just
Okay.
take your little scissors and trim them, like make them stand up like that.
Uh-huh.
And then take your scissors and go against it and just trim them short,
Oh,
the long
okay.
ones, because we do get those long ones
Yes.
as we get older, right? So that's what I do.
Uh-huh.
And the other thing I do is I go under my eye, don't go above it. I go under my eye and shave with this thing and clean them up.
Oh, so
I'm
you have a
not
nice
worried. I'm
line.
not.
You have a nice line then?
Well, it's nice and
Nice
clean,
eyebrow line,
right?
yeah.
So I'm not worried about the fact that they're thin and there's not a whole lot there because I'm going to paint them on anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm using is this line brush, the spoolie brush. Okay. And I'm going to take, um, actually, I'm going to take the midnight and line my eyes with it. The one I used in the dark corner, the one I used over
Not
here.
an eyeliner, not an eyeliner.
No, it's an eyeshadow, and I'm going to line my eyes with it. But it's not going to be a hard line like you're used to. It's going to be a subtle line. So watch. Okay. I just keep tapping in it. You'll see what it does. It's just a denser line, but it's not a hard line. And I don't think you need a hard line. It does the same effect. Do you see?
Oh my gosh, I bet I would have it all over the place. I've never used a shadow as an eyeliner.
It's easy. It's just you're brushing it on. It doesn't have to be a perfect line. You're just putting it more depth of that color in on your eyes. See how that looks?
Yeah, just sort of close to the lash line, thicken it out. Yeah,
Exactly. So that's an eyeshadow that I'm using to line it. So
that's
you
very
can use
soft. Yeah,
you can use any color eyeshadow you want to line it, right?
that's pretty.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
And then you can take, I should have done this first. You can take Angel's Landing like a shimmer.
Hmm.
I would have done this before and just put it on your lid like that.
Are you putting it low? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right next to the
just on the
line
bottom.
almost. Okay.
Because I messed up my shadowing now, I can go back and
So you want your light on first before you put the shadow next to the lash line?
you put your light on first, the London, then you put the midnight over here. Then I would do the shimmer first, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you can line with more midnight,
I really love that shimmer.
those old
It
eyes.
really brings that eye out. Oh, it's so
It does,
pretty.
isn't it? So there's
Hmm.
lots of pretty shimmers you can use. There's lots of them. Anyway, that's that.
Beautiful. Look at that one eye next to the other eye. There's such a difference.
It picks it up, doesn't it? But watch this. When I do this, it picks it up more. When I take my flat brush or any brush, or even my finger, and just pull up there, it lifts it more. Okay?
That's
Now,
good because I cannot do a cat eye eyeliner for nothing.
well, that's what you do. You just pull it up, clean it up. You're cleaning it up. So then when you do the same thing I do when I finish my eyebrows, I'll put some of that brightening under my eyebrow, and that lifts your eyes too. And it cleans up any mess under it, but it will also lift your eye because it's the brightening does it. If my eyes are done, you'll see more difference. My eyebrows, I mean. You see that?
Yes, pretty.
Okay. Really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of look cockeyed.
very pretty.
Anyway, so that's in a nutshell. That's how it looks.
Lovely.
It's fun stuff.
Well, and I look at a lot of the other tutorials and the girls, but I'm not 25. I can't do a lot of that stuff that they do. It
Yeah.
just makes me look older.
Yeah. This makeup is easy. It really is super, super easy.
Well, and your techniques, you're not going crazy.
No, and it takes practice, it
Of
does.
course.
And, so lots of the gals, like a lot of my customers, all of them actually, I'll tell them when you get your makeup, let me know, and we can do a Zoom together, kind of like what you and I are doing right now.
Uh-huh.
And then you can ask me some questions and you'll get some practice and I give you some tips and you'll feel more at ease doing it, I think. So I offer that if they want to, and it's fun. It's fun.
What do you put on your brows?
Okay, I'll do that for you. I use a contour. Yeah, the contour I put on my face,
Oh,
called ash. The color is called ash. So I take my line brush, and this
uh-huh.
is a really good line brush. It's very fine, it's very little. Some of them, when you buy them, they're a little too thick. And so I stick it right where I want the line to start, right almost adjacent to your eye start.
Oh, okay.
And I just pull it over the top of my eye like this. This is a cream makeup, and so it helps control, get out of the way, helps control those eyebrow hairs too. Then I just fill it in, and that's it.
You didn't have to draw a line or anything.
I just follow my line, just, and that comes with practice too, right? Just slide over the top of your eye and then start to fill it in. That's it.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
Easy, easy peasy, right?
And I've been using a regular old red Maybelline, eyebrow pencil for probably my whole life.
Mhm. What I didn't like about the eyebrow pencils, they always broke. I had to always
Yeah,
sharpen
yeah,
them. And then the more expensive ones lasted about 5 minutes.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I can't see what I'm doing very well here, but hopefully they look similar. So, this little guy, now I've been using this almost a year,
Wow.
mostly for my eyebrows. I don't contour much, so mostly for my eyebrows, right? So that's gonna last me, my goodness, that's gonna last me 2 years, right? Pretty good, isn't it?
That is lovely. And so does that come in different colors also or
Yes, it
one
does.
color?
Yes, it does. It comes in lighter shades. There's an olive, there's an aspen, there's aspen, I think, is the latest one, I think. So you look a little bit lighter, so you might like
Well,
something.
mine is because I got the wrong pencil and it's too red. You
What
know,
color is
it's
your hair? Your hairs are brown, right?
yeah, I have some lighter caramel highlights and my hair is a little gray and dark brown.
So you could go darker.
But would
Like,
that make it look
look
like
at my hair, and I've got dark brown eyebrows.
and you know what? I've always been afraid to go darker, but it's okay, huh?
Yeah, my hairdresser says, "Good for you for going dark." Well, that's what I was.
Right. Right.
And so, I mean, they are dark naturally,
Yeah.
the ones I have, so how am I gonna make them lighter,
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah, I mine is I'm probably like well, only because in that Maybelline I used a blonde because it was like a light ash brown. But my hairdresser told me to go darker too. So I tried a medium brown and here I got red.
Yeah.
So I that's not right for me either.
No, you could probably use the same color I'm using,
Yeah, I think so too.
which is
Yeah.
called ash. And then when you get your eyebrows done and your eyes and everything, it all works together, because you're gonna make your eyes up,
Yeah. And I
you
didn't
know?
see you put anything under your eyes. No
Uh,
liner there, huh?
no. No, I don't
That's
do that. I don't like
out
that.
for out for our age.
Well, I don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I think it's enough, and then you put your mascara on, that's enough, right?
It's beautiful. You look lovely.
Well, thank you, and I'm so glad that you joined me. I was dying to
Thank
have
you.
somebody come on with me.
Man, I'm so glad this is like a private tutorial. I feel so lucky.
Well, anytime, anytime.
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
Now to get to the website for your makeup.
It's Saint Mary,
Uh-huh.
Seint, Mary.com.
STINT?
No, SE, Saint with an
Oh,
E.
okay.
Saint
Oh,
with an
okay.
E.
Okay.
So on the back of my car, I have saintmary.com. People say, what is saintmary.com? But that's my website. And if you have any
Okay.
trouble, just reach out to me, text me, and let me know. Or sometimes older ladies are not very technical, so they'll reach out to me and I will do the order for them. So, but I'm sure you're pretty
Well,
well.
I'm an older lady, but I think I can order like nobody's business.
Yeah, I thought so. So you're not as I've got some people, honestly, they're wearing their makeup in their late 80s and some of them are even in early 90s. I think it's so cool. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
inspiring
really.
and I'm inspiring them, and I this happened through osmosis, this channel. I had no idea when it was gonna take off like this.
But look at you. I know, and because I was doing the same techniques for a million years, and you realize you can't do that anymore. As you age, you have to change how you do your makeup.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
That is right.
yeah. So right now, all I have on is eyebrows, which is just because I was playing in the wrong color. But
Right?
mm-hmm.
So these are the demis when you have wanna touch up things, okay?
Uh-huh.
So they're great for, if you got spots somewhere you wanna
Oh, I
conceal.
love that.
Yeah, they're really cool. So after you've done your makeup, you want perfection, right? Then
Perfect.
you can go over and say there's a spot there, just touch it up, blend it. You can take some of it if you're dark in here, just use the demi just to kind of lighten it up, right? It's like touch up,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, thank you so much. I so appreciate this.
You're welcome. So what I do, I don't know if I can't tell from your video what color you look like. So what
Oh,
I tell people is take a picture, stand in front of a window, approximately 3 feet back, not with the sun shining on you, but face the window, no makeup, and take a picture of your face and your neck and text it to me, and then I'll
well, this is
suggest.
pretty much it. I'm in front of a window. I'm Hispanic, so, but I'm not real dark. So I think I have an olive base kind of to my skin.
So the Athens may be a good guess for you, but the picture will do a different because
Okay.
you're to me right now you're not that clear.
Okay. Okay.
So a clear picture will give me a better idea. And then what I
Okay.
do is I suggest colors, lip and cheek, things like that.
Okay, good.
If
I
you'd like to
will.
do that. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Dee Dee. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful
Okay.
weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, now I have to figure out how to stop this thing. There we go.